Good Saturday evening. It's Val in Vancouver here. Hello, good evening everyone. Just thought I don't know why, because I'm not really a particularly pink lover, but I've had this compulsion all day to do something with pinks, so that's what I'm going to do. Kind of pinks and magentas. This is definitely a magenta, although it's actually called quinacridone magenta. Close enough, right? And then this is just, I think, the one I mixed with just the crimson Artist Loft ready to pour with some white. And then this one is one I have called Cotton Candy that I got from the dollar store. And then I also have this neon pink that I got from the dollar store, which would be that one. And then this is light magenta. And then this one, actually I think this one is the Cotton Candy. No, I can't remember what that one is. I'm just going to put a drop of silicone in each of them. And I've also already done my white cover just because I don't want to waste your time doing that. But I'm just going to put a drop of silicone. I'm going to do a Dutch pour today. It's one of my favorite techniques. And thought it might turn out pretty awesome with all these pinky colors. But we'll see. You never know. I'm pretty confident it'll turn out into something nice. But before I do that, I want to show you something I made in the last couple of nights. Last night actually, I did 2 of these. So I just took the ready mixed pouring paint, the black from Artist Loft and the white from Artist Loft. So those, and I also did a little bit of pearl white in this first one I'm going to show you, and then no pearl white in the second one. So let me just grab this for you. And I just love them, but that's one thing I do like about the Artist Loft Ready Mix, because they always dry so glossy and shiny. This one's pretty much 100% dry, not cured because I only did it last night. But this is the one with the pearl white. I think it's magnificent. I'll try and tilt it so you're maybe not getting too much glare. But I just love that one, and I was so excited about it that I had to do a second one. So let me just show you my second one. So the second one, oops, sorry for jiggling my camera there. The second one does not have the pearl white in it. Both ones I use my little juicer to do the actual pours. Let me just get this out of the way. Let me grab the juicer and I'll show you just so you know what I'm talking about. Although I'm sure you probably know. So just a little basic orange juicer. I do find with this one, because it does sit flat on the canvas, that you'll end up filling up the little bowl, and then if you just lift it slowly, some will drain out, of course, as it's filling, but the rest will drain out as if you pull it up. So that's my 2 exciting ones right now. But let's see about doing this. Let me just give these each a stir as I go here with that drop of silicone I put in. I don't measure any. Oh, that's what else. The ones that weren't ready mixed, so like ones like these ones out of the little balls and stuff. I'm out of the glue all right now, and I've been debating about trying Floetrol for a while just to see what it's like in comparison to the glue all as a pouring medium. But Home Depot in Canada, where I live at least, does not sell Floetrol or anything that I can see that's pretty much exactly like that. So I did buy this other product that people had talked about. It's called Zinsser Latex Extender. So I think it works the same way as using the pouring medium will. We'll soon find out. It is very, very thin, so I only put a tiny bit in each of these little cups of the ones that needed a medium. So we're going to see how it works. It may not work. It may not work as good as some things. It may work better than I expect. I've kind of had a couple people say it was great on a couple of the Facebook pouring pages I'm on, and then a couple people say they didn't like it. So I think sometimes these things are very personal preference. So we're going to go ahead and start. I think I'm going to start and go from darkest to lightest. And I tend to not like things on a straight linear line, so I think I'm going to just go across here. Actually, I think I'm gonna pour in the middle and blow outwards to maybe hopefully create a floral effect. So I'm gonna do a couple layers of each, since I've made enough paint up to do that. I've never done the bloom technique where you need some other materials, ingredients that I just don't have, and I think I figured out how people do it. I'm not worried about the bloom technique or creating things with a bloom, but who knows, and lacing as they call it, but who knows what I'll get out of this. Could be quite an interesting experiment. So just bear with me as we layer the paints here. We had an absolutely amazingly sunny day today. It was raining, had rain poured, like, I mean hard poured. I even took a video of the sound off my balcony because it was so pouring last night, like yesterday evening and all through the night. But when I woke up this morning, I guess, or shortly after when I was ready to go to work, it had stopped, which was quite nice. And yeah, and then it was sunny all day. So now I was lucky I got out of work a couple hours early because I'd worked a 10-hour shift earlier in the week. So they kind of had to pay me back those hours. And for once on a Saturday, it was slow enough that I was able to escape a couple hours early. So enjoyed some of that sunshine before it got dark again. All right. Second layer, last layer is coming up with each of these. So I got a little bit of paint each left over, but that's okay. I'll use them for something else. I have little lids that go on these containers. If you're wondering, these containers I got from the dollar store, and they do come with lids. I think they call them dressing containers, you know, so you can take a little bit of salad dressing for your salad at work or somewhere like that. But they work quite well for storing paint too. Okay, 2 more to go, and then we'll maybe put a little bit of white in the middle. But usually when I do my Dutch pours, I don't do that. And I think I have enough paint on the canvas that I shouldn't have to add any more white. But I might put just a thin trail around just to give something to blow over these colors, which is usually what you do with the Dutch pour. Alright, let me just do a little bit. I'm just going to do a little blob of white in the middle, actually. Again, just using the Artist Loft Ready Mixed Paint. So I'm just going to put that right in the middle there. Okay, now I always use this blow dryer on cool all the time, and I usually start out with low, so excuse the noise when I get ready here. I usually start out with low, and then I'll blow it up faster if I want things to spread more, and then sometimes I'll end up using a straw at the end too to do some fine detailing, so bear with me here. I apologize for the noise. Touch the blow dryer to the pin, went a little too close. See if I can blow over that. Okay. So I'm not sure I like that. It looks a little too pinky for me. So I think what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of white here and maybe here and see if I can blow that out a little bit more. Or at least blow it over the pink a little bit. And we'll see how that works. I again apologize for the noise. You can see where I touched it with the blow dryer there. So let me just see what I can do here. I like that a little better. It's getting too much of a straight line here. Let's see if we can get rid of that. apologize for the noise there. So let's see, usually I actually like to leave some white negative space, and I didn't in this case because I wanted to spread this a little further, but kind of liking this, but I did put that silicone in, so let's see what we get if we torch this, get rid of air bubbles, and hopefully bring up some silicones, some cells. Got some interesting stuff going on there. But interestingly enough, not a lot of cells. Some little tiny ones here and some cool ones there. This is really a cool area there that I'm liking. I'm hoping you can see that. I'm just going to pull this so it's all the way over the edge. Just by touching my finger there and getting it to kind of fall over the edge. Just getting all the sides covered there. This isn't something that I worry about too much, but I'll try and get it done while I'm thinking about it. It's always nicer, I think, than trying to paint it afterwards. There's very few that I've actually painted afterwards. I usually get them done this way. So I don't know, what do you think? I'm not sure if I 100% like it, and I'm not sure if that's just because it didn't blow up the way I wanted it to, or if it's because I'm not, like I said, a huge fan of pinks in general. But let me just finish this side. Okay, grab my paper towels. Okay, not bad. It's interesting looking. It may be one of those ones that I like better when it dries and I maybe embellish it with something. But let me just see here. I'm just going to give it one more little torch. See if anything else wants to come out and play. A little bit slower. Don't want to get too much in one spot though, because then you'll kind of almost burn the paint. Definitely don't want to do that. Okay, I think that's all the cells, at least at this point, that I'm going to be able to get out of it. Okay, I'm going to turn that around just so you can see it and hold it up a little bit for you. Turn that around so you can see it from a couple angles and directions. I can get my cup to unstick there. Usually I use my pins, but I think they're still in the back of some other ones. I really like, let me just go underneath here a second. I really like this area right here. There's some cool cells in there, and this is kind of cool. Overall, I actually like it better than I was starting to. I'm going to turn this around for you so you can see it better. So cool either way, I think. I'm going to put this down, and then I'm going to bring the camera down so I can give you some close-ups. Just give me 1 second here. Okay. So let's just see here. So you can see some pretty cool cells and things in there. I even like this little corner right here. Little white speckles there. Just giving you close-ups. I do apologize for the glare. I don't have the most ideal lighting situation here in my dining room, and I really like this center actually. I really like that a lot. Even this is pretty. Look at that. I don't know, it kind of makes me think of, I don't know if anybody's familiar with those strawberry shortcake ice cream bars. So they're like a vanilla ice cream on a stick, and then they have this sort of crunchy strawberry coating on them. Yeah, that's what that little area right there reminds me of right here. Anyways, maybe I'm hungry. Okay, so you know what? The more I look at this, the more I'm liking it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it actually. Let me back up here a little bit so you can see that. So yeah, certainly let me know what you think in the comments, and once again, thanks for watching. I might do something else again tomorrow. Have a good night.